How's it going? I got nothing to do for the next couple hours. The wife's off visiting her friend with a couple of them. And I just dropped the other couple of them off with a friend to go jet skiing for a few hours. Yeah. So there you go. Here we are, like that. Nothing to do. I'm in the slow lane. That's fine. So I think I mentioned on X a post about, I think my brother's trying to screw me out of my inheritance, whatever's coming at me because of my mom. Yeah. All of a sudden my youngest brother gets to know all about lawyers. He knows how to retain himself a lawyer. That's not my brother. Hey, there's something going on there. Besides the fact that they got my name misspelled in all the documents that this lawyer has emailed me. To the misspelled name is left 2%. Same with each one of my other brothers, except for this brother in question, who receives 94%. Yeah, so there's something. Misspelling my name on all the documents, knowing I'm out here at the ends of the earth on the other side of the world. Hey, he's the youngest. He's the youngest of the four of us pulling these shenanigans. So there's that. Misspelling my name. Only way to get a hold of this fella is gonna inevitably be through Facebook. My options are limited. Okay, this guy couldn't get a hold of himself a lawyer to represent him all legally and shit. Well, I mean, maybe he could have, right? They're fucking parasites. So, you know, they probably sit outside the funeral home and just wait to glom onto grieving souls. I don't know. Whatever the case may be, 94% seems a little imbalanced, you know. He you know, and number four don't know the agreements that were between number one son and her. You know? So, I haven't been on Facebook for a million years. I don't have the app on my phone. I've been 2016, so I guess almost 10 years now. That's a whole story in itself. My detailed, precise deletion of everything I ever did, all by hand, right? It took me like 3.5 days, like fucking 6-hour shifts. Yeah, so deleted it all myself, and I didn't even delete it. I just left it inactive. And before doing so, switching the address to a bullshit account I just pulled out of my ass 5 minutes before, and changed the name, and then just left it hanging like that. A whole bunch of, it's just some bullshit to an empty profile that never connected with anything. That was many phones 2016, something like that. Right at the same time Mandela Effect came on. Yeah, left Facebook. So early this morning, I decided it'd probably be best to try and connect with number 4. So I go about getting myself a Facebook account. First of all, it asks for my name, my first and last name, and so I put in my first and last name, and it tells me that that's not a name. Like my name, you know, like my real name. Put it in there. It tells me it's not a name. You know, like half a dozen times. I'm quite certain that my name is not a name by now. So I put in a bullshit name. Lead singer from AC/DC, Brian Johnson. And sure enough, that's a name. So I go through all of the other steps and the face and turn your face to the side and la-di-da. I don't comply all the way through, and it comes, you know, I get the 5-digit code, and then it comes time that, you know, this is the last step. I'm gonna be able to make a Facebook post or do a Facebook search here after I click this enter button, and I click the enter button, and I see Facebook for like 5 seconds before this message flashes over my screen telling me, you know, that I've been disobeying the guidelines, and so now my profile is under review. It's been flagged, and then a few hours go by, and I receive an email telling me effectively that my profile is not going to be reinstated, and all my further requests for a repeal will be ignored, and to basically stop bothering them. So I don't know how to get a hold of my brother. I suppose I could get a hold of number 3, bot brother number 3. You know, that brother we chat about sometime, right? Yeah, and so since Skype's gone away, it's been like almost impossible to get a hold of this guy, bot brother number 3, right? Because I mean, who the fuck really knows exactly how to work Teams anyway? I think it's all by happenstance. Anything gets connected on Teams. The whole thing's so convoluted. I can't figure out what I'm supposed to do to connect with bot brother number 3. But I tell you, Golden Boy number 4 is really up to some post-mortem shenanigans, you know. Yeah. What with my mom dying on Easter Friday, those Mormons ransacking her shit. Man. Latest news, and Epstein never existed. Hey? Brace yourself. If you're feeling unstable, keep yourself away from the toaster, alright? Or the blender, or the bread machine, or any other corded item. Alright? It's a cordless world, right? And we're all gonna know that you did it on purpose. How do you accidentally slip and fall with a toaster in the tub? Yeah, so as we come upon these days, Right? Does it make any more sense? Does it make any more sense how people would lose their fucking shit? Now, the trick is to get them to remember this long enough, right? With all of the other shits that have gone on and just been left 2 minutes later, the attention span is chemical, right? Fucking Cheetos, right? Can't think longer than a bag of fucking chemical Cheetos. These guys. You can see how it's the keystone. Okay, now at the time he didn't know what he knew when he was making those videos with the fake wood board behind him, you know, and he's wearing that jean jacket with the white sheep collar, right? You know those videos, and I don't know how much longer, right? Well, that's after that. Those ones there are the two ultimate vibe ones. They are after they showed him everything that you have been picking up out here at the ends of the earth, little by little, line upon line, precept upon precept, right? Even just a slow drip, right? No overdosing here, folks. But Cappy definitely overdosed, right? They gave him the whole thing, just like that. And that's what I'm concerned is gonna be going on a mass scale. Thy will be done. I'm not here to judge you. I got enough on my hands judging myself. Standing on this mountaintop out here at the ends of the earth for what, like half a dozen years almost by now, coming up. I think it was October that I started this. I don't know, but been up on this mountaintop at the ends of the earth, yelling out into the cavern below. I know those echoes that bounce down the canyon have ended up bouncing and falling upon the ears of those who were predestined. What do we got here? 14 and a half minutes we've been chilling. All right. How about I wrap it up with this one? I don't know if I shared this with anybody other than that X Spaces I was on a bit ago. Whoever the hell I was chatting with. Buddy didn't believe me at first. I guess he was quick searching and happened upon the news articles concerning what I was talking about. Yeah, so one morning, like towards the end of February this year, I would wake up at like 4:30, you know. So I'm sitting with my coffee by 10 to 5, and I start hearing this like jet engine sound, but it keeps getting louder, and it's not a jet engine sound anymore. It's like this machine grinding, and it's like coming down right on top of my house, and it's coming closer, and I don't have any of it on video because it felt so fucking life-threatening that I couldn't move. I was absolutely terrified. It was like a machine grinding, I don't know how to say it. It was it was of the lower frequency variety. So if you were sleeping, right, like it wouldn't wake kids, especially like this early in the morning, and so yeah, it wouldn't have woke you up. But holy fucking shit, you know, being out here at the ends of the earth, the first thought that crossed my mind was like, holy fucking shit, it's Putin, you know. Somebody overshot a fucking missile and landed here at the ends of the earth, and like, this is it, folks, you know. Fucking terrifying grinding, and I just when I felt like I wouldn't be able to take it anymore, and then this was it. And I love my wife and my children, and well, it started to dissipate. It started to go away, and then I felt like I could move again, you know. So I ran up to the balcony, and I caught like a 13 second of it, which was only audible to my human ear, because when I go back and I as hard as I can listen with the cleanest earbuds I got, you know, I still can't hear anything, right? But it went whizzing off. To the right of my balcony, if that's any useful information, right? But yeah, and so that was that. And as we do with absolutely terrifying, traumatic moments, we quite often just absolutely dismiss it from our reality so that we can move on with our day and our life. And and so that's what happened until later in the afternoon. Wife shares with me a link that her friend sent her, because it happened just down the road from her house, not more than 5 kilometers down the road from her house. Crashed a piece off of Elon Musk rocket, like the shit that's normally supposed to fall into the ocean. And by good guess, because most of this place is water, from what I can tell. We live on the little bits of land, but mostly we agree that most of it's water. So, you know, the shit's usually falling off into the ocean somewhere. This time it didn't, and it crash landed into a field behind a warehouse, right? I'd like to tell you that I would put a link to the article in the description of this contribution to this video library, but I'm probably not. So, you know, believe me or don't, go look it up. It fucking happened, and it was scary as shit. And so funny. Then when I mentioned to bot number 3, oh yeah, I told bot brother number 3 about this, because I've been talking to him like sometime, and well, I was talking to him over Easter weekend because her mom died, right? And so I was chatting with him then and relayed the story, and he says, well, you know what's interesting about that is that shit happened to me the morning after the afternoon that him and I last talked. And when we last talked, he was double checking my address. tell you why in a sec, right? And when he was double checking my address, he sent me like over, because it was still Skype at the time. He sent me over Skype a Google Maps picture of my house, right? He said, "Now, isn't that interesting?" Right? The day after bot brother number 3 shows me my house, then that's when the next morning Elon Musk rocket almost crashes into my house. Yeah, so the reason why I was, we were discussing, me and my brother back then were discussing, is because when it comes to a real shindig, a real occasion, a real reason, you know, for a full-on get-together, is not because two people made a promise to love each other. Right? Send me an invitation when you fucking done something. Okay? And so some years ago, because wife and I got married at the back of the pub we met at. Yeah, long story. I don't know. I think I got it somewhere on my minds.com now. If I remember, I'll drop a link for that. Right? I'm most interested in providing proofs with myself. With my own experience. Yeah. I mean, Elon Musk thing, crashing his rocket into my house. I swear the thing wasn't further than fucking 50 meters. Buzz cut in my fucking house. Yeah. So it happened, right? Whether I sent you a link or not, you know. Tell you, I turned a corner and I just drew a blank on what I was talking about there. You know, when that kind of shit happens, or like when you get a bad connection in X spaces, you know, a lot of people will just automatically point and be like, see, that's the enemy trying to fuck with us, uniting. You know, they see our light and they just do everything to disrupt it, right? But then the next hand, these people, you know, use whatever metaphor you want. I'll talk like I do, but you know, then the next breath, these people will be talking about how they are donned in the full armor of God. They're protected and unfuckwithable, right? Well, okay, right? So if you're protected, then wouldn't you think that you being disconnected on X spaces might be for your protection? So you get yourselves involved with some bad ideas or some manipulative people, right? Kind of like the reason why I feel as hard as I've tried, I've never been able to connect myself to any kind of digital currency. Like a million failed attempts. It just doesn't work for me. And I'm fine with that, because I know why with that. Right? And same with my attempt to getting on Facebook this morning. Right? But you think that's because the enemy was trying to fuck with me and keep me from sharing the light, uniting and awakening the world. Right? Well, which is it? Which is it? Either your armor is awesome and you're unfuckwithable, or these guys are getting attacked by demonic forces, you guys. We're in the digital realms. Hey? If you're protected, then you're fucking protected. If there's an if, and, or but about it, you're following the wrong one. See? So whatever happens, thy will be done. But I don't think that you like it like that necessarily, right? It's become a common topic about how you just like the Jesus that you think you can use to defend yourself and your ideas. You think that Jesus is a fucking wet noodle that you can wipe your feet on like a doormat, you know? Coming up on a half hour with this video, eh? It's a pleasant drive. What time is it here? Well, I gotta head out of this end of town in like 40 minutes to go pick those first two up off of the jet skis for 6. I feel it's a matter of, it's a sign of respect. I mean, you're crossing the crosswalk, put a little hop in your step, don't you think? If somebody in a car is waiting, don't you think? Right? I mean, we're all friendly in the neighborhood here. That's fine, you know. But still, it's just a matter of etiquette. Wouldn't you say? Yeah. I'm gonna give etiquette classes. All right. Talk to you later.